Good morning, friends. Welcome to Astra, the daily current affairs. This is 4th July 2023. Let's quickly discuss about what are the components that we have in today's Astra for our UPSC. In the front page, there is a news saying that Prime Minister Narendra Modi is to host Mr. Putin, Sharif, and Xi Jinping virtually for SCO summit. We know that India is presiding SCO summit along with G20. In this context, India is going to host Russian President Vladimir Putin, Chinese President Xi Jinping, Pakistan Prime Minister Shahbaz Sharif, and Central Asian presidents as India chairs the SCO summit. So this is the first time that India is chairing this summit. Hence, this is very important for prelims as well as for mains in international relations. So this is prelims plus IR. In our meeting, Prime Minister is going to discuss about 4 things. What is that? About New Delhi Declaration. First one. The second statement is on countering radicalism and digital transformation. The last one being economic cooperation initiatives. We have to wait and watch how far this is going to work because there were some differences on One Belt, One Road initiative of China as far as India considerations is considered. For prelims, you have to know what are SCO member countries. The SCO member countries starting from Russia, Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan. All stans are there except Afghanistan, Turkmenistan. Except this, all stans are there. Pakistan, India. China is also a member. Recently added members are Mongolia, Iran. So these are the latest members. So Mongolia and Iran have become the members officially today. Earlier they were observer states. They have become member countries. Algeria and Belarus are the states now which are observers in the nature. So this is important SCO for your prelims. Next one. We all know that in Karnataka, one thing is happening, that is Ajit Pawar has went out of this meeting or went out of this party. As a result, there has been some lurch which is going on in NCP. Now, as Ajit Pawar moves out, he claims party symbols. What is important here is whenever a party is being split, who decides who has to get this party symbol and the party name? That is decided by Election Commission of India. That is for your prelims. Nothing is important apart from that. Next one is India refineries set to start paying in yuan for Russian oil. So paying in ruble has crossed, and today we are using yuan, means Chinese currency. Because Russia is under sanctions, we cannot use United States dollars. Hence, our Indian refineries set to start paying in Chinese yuan for Russian oil. So we have yuan and we are paying back in that money. So as US dollars has long been the main global oil currency, including for purchase by India, but now the yuan is playing increasingly important role in Russian financial system, which means Moscow has been freed out of the dollars and euro financial networks by international sanctions. Now this is de-dollarization, and Chinese currency getting at the global level is slowly increasing. Government faces challenges in shifting students illegally admitted into private universities. So the illegally admitted students in Telangana, particularly Guru Nanak University and Srinidhi University into engineering and other academic programs, will be accommodated into private universities and private colleges, but the challenges are many. So almost 3,000 students were illegally operated here. As a result, this is becoming very difficult because questioning the institutions over the admission, saying that they were misled in taking the information. So these people have misled the parents and they have not qualified to the standards. Government didn't give the permission for them to start this engineering colleges this year, but still they have conducted a recruitment, right? So this is one problem which is happening here in Telangana. Supreme Court to take up pleas against dilution of Article 370 on July 11th. We all know that Article 370 was diluted or abrogated on August 5th, 2019. So post bifurcation, we all know Jammu Kashmir was delegated or reduced to a union territory status. Along with this, Ladakh was created. Now, in this context, on August 15, 2019, it was the thing which was taken. Now, Supreme Court is going to hear this on July 11th. Almost 4 years have passed down the line. Now, Supreme Court started hearing this. We have to wait and watch what it is going to happen. So, these are the things that are important in the front page for our UPSC as far as this is considered. In Telangana, there is no great news. This is about entirely regional news. Next, in South India, boat race starts in Kerala. So we all know that as the summer is or as the rainfall season is occurring, boat race seasons are very common in Kerala. So just remember that boat races are in Kerala. BJP central observers to steer selection of opposition leaders. So this is coming in Karnataka. Opposition leaders has to be selected. We all know that opposition leader, in order to be selected, they have to have 1/10 of the total party members, but that is not here. As a result, there is no opposition which is to be present. Now, BJP is setting to become. It thought the principal opposition, BJP is setting a new precedent of not choosing the leader of opposition even after the commencement of state legislature. So central government is going to come and announce who will be the new leader of opposition to the party there. So just look at leader of opposition in Lakshmikant. That is more than enough. Leader of opposition things. Next, in short mutiny, the tarnishing of Putin's aura of power. We all know that this is the mutiny that was created by the so-called Russian Wagner group against Russia. Now it has varnished or tarnished Russians or Putin's aura of power. So I will make a separate video. Just look at PSIR candidates. Please go through it. The rest of the things not important. Smoke and mirrors. This is coming from National Congress Party, that is particularly in Karnataka, whatever the things, in Maharashtra, whatever the things are happening. So this news is from that end. Again, not interested for general category students because that's general studies. The reason is it is entirely political. Clearing the waters, this is very important to read because yesterday there has been some news. Jal Jeevan Mission rural is not going to deliver its goods by 2022. As a result, how to get that water at the earliest is a substantial question. In this context, that is important. India should refuse America's NATO plus bid. So he is telling that India should not join into this NATO plus border. Please have a look at this. All the students, general studies for IR, it is important, and PSIR students, please look at this aspect because this is very, very important. So this is also from Jal Jeevan Mission, GS paper 3. It is important. Please go through it and go through Jal Jeevan Mission. That is more than enough. A stock take before the global stock take. Read this. This is important for GS paper 3. It is speaking about environment challenges, right? So very important. Please go through it. Next, Mamallapuram, Palakkad and Wayanad lag behind other Kerala districts. Not important. Situation is improving in Manipur, though slowly. State said Supreme Court. Kuki group lifts highway block. So slowly it is improving. Kuki groups lift the block. Women are struggling at the relief camps, says the right group. Human rights group says that women are facing huge crisis here. Then next one is Modi meets Council of Ministers, speaks of Vision 2047. So Narendra Modi has spoken to Council of Ministers. So we all know that Article 74 of Indian Constitution speaks of Council of Ministers headed by the Chief Prime Minister. So he is speaking about Vision 2024 and what are the achievements that we have to achieve. So that is the thing. So issues like cryptocurrency regulation, public funding of digital infrastructure, something that became urgent important, became the matter of after the pandemic, is spoken here, and how we have to achieve these targets. Narendra Modi has explained to his team. Land for job case. So we all know that CBI has already booked Mr. Lalu Prasad Yadav and Tejasvi in this. So all this, Tejasvi Yadav and Lalu Prasad Yadav, we have to wait and see how it is going to turn out. What is this land for job scheme? In order to give jobs in railways, when he was acting as the railway minister, there was allegations against him that he has accepted some bribes in the form of land, right? So the bribes amount, the amount of transfers that they have happened is allegedly about 1.77 crores. So this is the thing that they have bought it. So opposition questions uniform civil code deliberations. We all know that Law Commission has asked to ask the country, the 22nd Law Commission has asked the country about what are the people's thoughts on UCC. Now it is being questioned by the opposition. Is this the correct time or not? Unrest among MLAs of Sinde led Sena as Ajit loyalists may get key portfolios. So this is again some unrest which is happening in Maharashtra. This is anti-defection and this is very, very dangerous for democracy, because after electing in one party, you are shifting to other party. Hence, defection is important. It is to cut the aspects of defection, how you are going to get disqualified or how defection can be solved. More resolve to fight BJP after Maharashtra events, says opposition. So as people have shifted or broken down this, all the parties of opposition are coming. Sharad Pawar, you can see here, Mamata Banerjee, Lalu Prasad Yadav, Nitish Kumar, all have come onto one stage and they are trying to put up a united effort against government. Nothing is going to work, don't worry. Split hard, Sharad Pawar stage shows of strength in Satara. Now Sharad Pawar, we all know that he is trying to build up his team. Human error led to Balasore train accident, report. So human error led to Balasore train tragedy. Report says pinning blame on single department. So the signal department is responsible for the entire train accident. Just remember this. Nothing is important. In a futuristic tech-savvy, Supreme Court mouse outshines the gavel. So it is saying that Supreme Court is going to be very futuristic because it reopened after summer vacations and it is going code free with Wi-Fi for everyone. So this is tech savvy. So e-code system was started and it can be considered a very good thing for the country because there has been good digital enhancements as far as Supreme Court is considered. This is one thing that you have to remember. 2 loco pilots removed from service following Adra Good train accident. Center announces scheme to support minor rape victims. To support minor rape victims, the center has announced certain schemes. Just have a look at this. This is important. You read this in the form of GS paper to good governance. After this, Israel targets West Bank with the drones and troops killing 8 Palestinians. So please have a look at where is West Bank located. Very important for our prelims. That nothing more than it is important. Mayors hold anti-right rallies in France as arrest falls. China seeks to expand cooperation with Russian Navy. Ukraine claims to have made gains in South and East difficult combat. China to stay out of Sri Lanka's creditor platform. So leave it, nothing is important. In the business page, manufacturing growth has shown some improvement. The manufacturing growth has been given by Global India Manufacturing Purchases Managers Index. So Purchases Managers Index is given by S&P. That is important. So it will give data for manufacturing sector separately and for service sector separately. And the data, if it is less than 50, it means the manufacturing sector is in contraction. If it is more than 50, it's said to be in expansive mode. RBI reports 76% of 2000 rupee notes that was returned to its bracket. Something good happening, but still almost 24% has to come back. Sensex hits new peak. RIL, ITC propel gains, not important, leave it. So in the sports page, you have nothing that is so relevant for our UPSC. You can conveniently neglect them. In science page also, this is not important. When it comes to the text and context page, the legality of Delhi Ordinance, we all know that Government of India has bought Delhi Ordinance. How far this is legally present or how far legally it is acceptable, and is there any tussle between the center and the state here? So this already we have discussed, no need to go through it. Greedflation and its counter arguments. So there is one term called greedflation and its counter arguments, how consumers ultimately decide the prices. Many economists have questioned the validity of the argument that corporate thirst for higher profits is the cause behind inflation. They see mostly a political narrative built around the issue of inflation rather than an economic exploitation of high. Very important article. What is driving our inflation? Don't worry, I'm going to make a separate video on this. You can watch that video, more than enough. So what are the things that you have to read today in the newspaper? just one or two full articles, and the rest of the things is just to remember the headings. Whenever I have said to remember headings, remember that that is more than enough rather than reading everything. So what are the things that you have to read, guys? Have a look at this editorial, you read it. The second thing that you have to read is cleaning the waters and India should not join NATO. So read that things, that is more than enough. Thanks for joining. Have a great day.